Okay, so in order to do this, you're first going to go to this link. If you hover on it, you can just hit Control click in order to read about it. And then here is the PhET simulation. So the part one is concentration and absorbance is how it relates to Beer's law. So if you notice, I've clicked on the Beer's law section of this. So first thing you want to do is investigate and see how it all works. This is the creating of the solution in concentration. So this is how you make the solution, and you can kind of experiment with evaporation, adding more water, taking water away, adding more of the salt to it, and that's going to increase the concentration, evaporate some of the water, so on and so forth. So you can mess around with that. And then you're going to go to Beer's law, and the first one says measure the absorbance and transmittance for different concentrations. So let's go down to the data chart that you're going to fill in. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to pick copper sulfate. So if you look, here's a list of all the different kinds of compounds that are available to you. I'm going to pick copper sulfate. It says here concentration. So I'm going to go to the concentration. You see that I can increase it however I want. Let's go all the way up to 50. So this is my concentration here of copper sulfate at 50 millimoles. And then you can see this is going to be off to the side here. Now, this is my cuvette length. Let's make sure that my cuvette length is the 1 centimeter like such. It says to use the preset wavelength. This preset wavelength is specific to the color of the solution. In this case, the solution color is blue, so it's going to have a different wavelength based on the different color. So now I've got everything set. I've got my wavelength preset. I've got my solution to copper sulfate. I've got my concentration at 50 millimoles. So that's this one right here. And now I'm going to see what my transmittance and absorbance is. So you can see that this is not on absorbance right now. So I would put in the absorbance column here, or A, I would put 0.34. And then if I want the transmission, that would be 45.86%. So here's how I do the Beer's Law lab. I'm going to fill in all of this. You are eventually going to go back up also and do the graph. I'm going to provide you graph paper, but if you wanted to do the graph in a program, it's good practice for you. That's fine too. So you're going to create 2 graphs, concentration versus absorbance and absorbance versus transmission.